Have you ever felt the weight of the future on your shoulders, heavy with the dread of what might never happen? It's a burden we all bear from time to time, a spectre known as anticipatory anxiety. This phantom of fear, often unfounded, can cloud our days and haunt our nights, robbing us of the joy of the present. But what if we chose not to anticipate problems or worry about things that may never happen? Anxiety, especially anticipatory anxiety, can be like a shadow following us around, even when the sun is shining brightly. So what exactly is anticipatory anxiety, and how does it sneak into our lives? Anticipatory anxiety, in essence, is the stress or fear we experience concerning future events. It's like a nagging whisper in your mind that keeps asking, what if? What if things go wrong? What if I fail? This anxiety is rooted in our thoughts and fears about the unknown. Our minds, incredible as they are, often tend to overestimate the probability of negative outcomes. This leads to a state of constant worry and tension, which is the very definition of anticipatory anxiety. Symptoms can range from restlessness and difficulty concentrating to physical signs like headaches and stomach upsets. The effects of this anxiety are far-reaching, impacting our mental and physical health, our relationships, and our overall quality of life. It's clear that anticipatory anxiety can cast a large, ominous cloud over our lives. But remember, every cloud has a silver lining. Now that we understand what anticipatory anxiety is, how can we overcome it? The first step is recognizing our anxious thoughts. We often see the world through the lens of our anxiety, imagining all the things that could go wrong. But remember, these are just thoughts, not reality. Let's break it down into manageable steps. Step 1, recognize your anxious thoughts. When you catch yourself worrying about the future, pause and acknowledge these thoughts. Say to yourself, I'm having an anxious thought right now. This simple act of recognition can help you distance yourself from your anxiety. Step 2, challenge your anxious thoughts. Ask yourself, is this worry realistic? Is it likely to happen? Most of the time, you'll find that your fears are based on what-ifs, not what is. Step 3, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is about staying present, not getting lost in the past or future. Try to focus on the here and now. What can you see, hear, feel, smell, taste? Engaging with your senses can help ground you in the present moment. Step 4, utilize stress management techniques. This could be anything from deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation to yoga or meditation. Find what works best for you and make it a part of your daily routine. And lastly, don't be afraid to seek professional help if needed. There's no shame in needing a hand to hold while you navigate the stormy seas of anxiety. Therapists and counselors are there to provide the support and tools you need to overcome anticipatory anxiety. By taking these steps, we can start to shift our perspective. Instead of seeing the future as a minefield of potential disasters, we can see it as a landscape of possibilities. This doesn't mean that we ignore potential challenges, but rather we approach them with a clear mind and a calm heart. Remember, anticipatory anxiety doesn't have to rule your life. You have the power to change your relationship with the future. It's not an easy journey, but it's one worth taking. By taking these steps, we can start to lift the weight of the future off our shoulders and live in the present. So, to wrap things up, let's recap the main points we've covered. We began our journey by acknowledging the weight of what-ifs, those nagging questions that hover around our minds like uninvited guests. We recognized how they can steal the joy of the present moment, casting long shadows of doubt and fear. Next, we delved into understanding anticipatory anxiety, a term for this unnecessary suffering we inflict upon ourselves. We learned that it's our mind's way of trying to prepare us for potential hurdles, but it often ends up causing more harm than good. We then moved on to overcoming anticipatory anxiety. We discussed various strategies such as mindfulness, cognitive restructuring, and exposure therapy. We learned that by training our minds to stay in the present, we can reduce the power of anticipatory anxiety. But remember, knowledge alone is not enough. It's crucial to put these strategies into practice. Start by taking small steps, like practicing mindfulness for a few minutes each day, or challenging your negative thoughts when they arise. And don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this video with others who might be wrestling with their own what-ifs. Let's help each other live lighter, happier lives, free from the burden of unnecessary worry. Remember, don't carry the weight of the future on your shoulders. Live in the present and let the future unfold as it will. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.